Celebrating 30 years, that we have done so much within that 30 years.
So in cyberspace, we are like a family.
The journey has been so good.
And I can tell you for sure that the journey has been very, very rewarding.
We have faced our shared challenges.
We as marketers had to learn how to install hardware.
It's been a journey without a dull moment.
We try to do it better each time.
I've seen us interface with very tough and different customers, even in the public sector.
It's been a win-win relationship with them.
Very, very cordial. They are always there for us.
I feel more comfortable sitting in Cyberspace office than sitting in my own office.
Three decades ago, fewer than 1 in 200 Nigerians and businesses had access to the internet. But one man, Jim Ovia, dared to spark a revolution, securing regulatory approval, weathering military shutdowns, and shouldering hefty import duties. He imported a US-grade VSAT to bypass the slow, monopoly-controlled terrestrial links and instantly create a reliable internet gateway into Lagos. This service enabled real-time connectivity for banks, oil companies, law firms, and even the very first cyber cafes. It underscored a new mindset. Nigerian companies could own, operate, and innovate their own critical infrastructure. And gradually, a vision that saw beyond the ordinary set the tone for cyberspace's 30-year legacy of exploring new horizons.
Oh, my journey so far at cyberspace has been both challenging and deeply rewarding. When I resumed 26th of September 1996, and that same day, I was asked to travel to Port Harcourt. We did installations for both Zenith Bank and Equatorial Trust Bank in their Port Harcourt branch, Aba branch. We also went to Warri, Onitsha, and so on. We have faced our shared challenges, from adapting to fast-changing technologies to navigating tough market conditions. But what stands us out is our resilience and collaboration. Our team has been through it all.
I remembered in 1995-96 when cyberspace became one of the foremost ISP in Nigeria.
I think it was only LinkServe and Cyberspace that had the license to do that thing there.
And thereafter, acquired a license to deploy VSATs across Nigeria. I was working close to my big brother, Engineer Joe Onwubuya. I was in Zenith IT, Engineer Joe was in cyberspace, and we would jointly go out to deploy VSAT network across the banks. And we had an interesting moment in Zenith Bank Onitsha. It was a tough deployment, but Joe and I got it working at last. Lovely memory.
Innovation has been the core of our business. We understand that technology as an industry is very, very dynamic. And we also recognize that many companies that started before us, or at the time we started, are for good reasons and not in operation.
When I joined this company, this Ologo Agbaje was not tied the way it is today. From post office there, we swim in during the season down to this place. And since I resumed in February, it's the rainy season time. So the first project I encountered was to fill the place with local blocks and everything.
There's a lot of turbulence, in life definitely there are different challenges. There's been challenges with the external stakeholders, internal stakeholders, working with different people with different backgrounds, ensuring that your leadership is aligned with the corporate goals.
In the early days, we as marketers had to learn how to install hardware. because the engineers were up to their neck in work. So sometimes we go and we get stuck. And you know, clients some can be so abusive. So we'll send you out of their offices like you don't know what you're doing. And the marketers come crying to me, this is what it is, we can't go on like this. You know, it went on for a while, but it really shaped a lot of us to, you know, learn, you know, we knew that we could do it, you know, and we needed to just learn more.
I do not rely on one source of anything that we do. We have backup.
I have actually grown significantly, and I've had to work closely with great team members to achieve milestones, projects for the company.
The biggest challenges we faced was limited ICT infrastructure. Competition was there from a few service providers.
So innovation is not just one of our core values. We live it, we practice it.
I've witnessed three major transitions of technology in cyberspace. We transitioned from the fixed wireless networks to WiMAX, and from WiMAX we transitioned to LTE, and from the LTE in the 3.5 gigahertz frequencies, we transitioned to LTE Pro. So it requires a whole lot. So today, I say I'm just privileged to have witnessed such a transition, which is quite amazing. The last one I made mention of, which is the LTE Pro, that was how 5G also came in. So for 5G to go live in Nigeria, we had to transition.
So there's been a lot of changes, and notable ones are the repositioning that Cyberspace did about 7 years ago, which is venturing into cloud computing for cyber cloud, and also venturing into system integration, services for cyberpay. Today, these two companies are really doing well in their fields of jurisdiction, and that's kudos to Cyberspace.
Well, I work with a lot of sectors, a lot of industries. Each sector has its unique wins. The banking now that have given us a lot of profitability, because when we had the 3.5 gigahertz and we now developed the MPLX in the multiple label protocol switching, we connected Zenith. Zenith was our first customer. They started connecting other banks, First Bank. We had the UBA was there, we have Wema Bank, we have FCMB.
I know back in the days, Cyberspace were providing a lot of services for us, ranging from network service provider to other IT solution supplier also. The most interesting was the time of VSAT, whereby they provided a backbone for us to have VSAT communication within all our branches. Because those days, communication was a major challenge. I'm talking back to lease lines, where we communicate via branches using this line, and when it became very challenging, our MD then, who is now the chairman, decided that we should use VSAT even within Lagos. Yes, as at then, it was looking as if you are taking a crazy idea, but it plays out to be very, very effective.
It's been symbiotic relationship. It's been a win-win relationship with them, and it's something which we would want to continue over time, as long as Cyberspace will continue to exist, and I'm sure they will.
Well, when we work with Cyberspace, two things I feel very comfortable and very confident. First is that the management, they are very strategically clear, and they are very considerate. Secondly is about the team. The team, they are very professional and have dedication and passion to their job. So whenever we always face some challenges in delivering projects, but whatever challenge we met, through collaboration and teamwork, we are able to fulfill it. Yeah, I have confidence working with Cyberspace.
I want to use this occasion to specifically thank God for myself, thank God for Cyberspace, thank God for the founder and the visionary, Mr. Jimovia.
Cyberspace is a place premium on people's welfare.
Cyberspace I don't want to say it's an innovative company, but it's a forward-looking organization.
I can say that Cyberspace has made me. Because what I have today, I have them through Cyberspace.
You hardly see companies who have actually been able to make 30 years in this country. You see some of them in 2 years, therefore they've gone down the drain.
All these years, I keep seeing new things, new services coming out of cyberspace, and the consistency has been top-notch.
One of the reasons why cyberspace is 30 years old today is that it's had a very good people management or people outlook.
I see cyberspace as a bellwether company that set the pace in the ICT terrain.
The Cyberspace itself is a complete software network solution company.
I will tell you, Cyberspace is an innovative hub.
Cyberspace as one of the leading ISP providers in this industry.
Technology vendors, and they are just not there for you, but for cyberspace, they are always available.
And they demonstrate it anytime, any day.
With the likes of AI, we are looking forward to leading in that aspect.
We have never been static as a company. That's why we have never gone out of business.
From that first VSAT to tomorrow's quantum networks, Cyberspace Limited invests in people and technology to empower Nigeria's future. Here's to 30 years of pioneering and the horizons beyond.